Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am super excited to put this playlist together, this series together. These are some of my favorite animals around the homestead, and I'm sure we're going to agree on some things and disagree on some things. I would love to hear what you think in the comment section, so let me know. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And with that, here are my fun, super fun favorite facts about dogs.
You might think you know everything about your furry best friend, but their history is way wilder than you can imagine. Did you know some dogs can sense heat with their noses? Their whiskers act like a personal radar in the dark, and they have a secret third eyelid? What if I told you that guilty look your dog gives you isn't what you think it is at all? We're counting down the most unbelievable truths about dogs that will change how you see your canine companion forever. Let's start with a big one. A dog's sense of smell is basically a superpower. We all know they have good noses, but the numbers are just staggering. A dog's sense of smell is anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000 times sharper than a human's. To put that in perspective, if you can detect a teaspoon of sugar in your coffee, a dog could detect that same teaspoon in 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools. The part of their brain that processes smell is about 40 times larger than ours, even though their brain is smaller. This ability is so reliable that tracking results from bloodhounds can sometimes be used as evidence in a court of law, provided certain conditions are met. But here's the kicker. Just like a human fingerprint, every single dog has a unique nose print that can be used to identify them. Now, how about a sense you probably didn't know they had? Dogs can sense heat with their noses. It's not seeing in the visual sense, but a recent study confirmed the cold, wet tip of their nose is packed with nerve endings that act like an infrared sensor. This allows them to detect the body heat of other animals from a distance. So even if a dog couldn't see or hear, it could still sense the heat from nearby prey. And on the topic of sight, that myth that dogs see in black and white, not true. Their world is mostly shades of blue and yellow, but their real visual talent is seeing in low light. Dogs have a special reflective layer behind their retina called the tapetum lucidum, which is responsible for their great night vision and that spooky glowing eye effect in photos. And it's not just their noses and eyes that are incredible, their hearing is on another level. A dog's hearing is about 4 times more sensitive than ours, and they can hear sounds at much higher frequencies, up to 65,000 hertz, while humans struggle to hear anything above 20,000. They also have around 18 muscles just for their ears, which they can swivel and tilt like sophisticated satellite dishes to pinpoint exactly where a sound is coming from. They can even move each ear independently. So that's why your dog starts freaking out about the mail carrier long before you even hear the truck. Some dogs have traits that seem like they're straight out of a fantasy novel. Take the Norwegian Lundehund, for example, which has 6 fully functional toes on each foot. This wasn't a random mutation, it was an adaptation for its job-hunting puffins on the rocky cliffs of Norway. Those extra toes give them an incredible grip, basically turning their paws into all-terrain gripping tools. This breed also has a neck so flexible it can bend backward to touch its own spine and shoulders that can extend straight out to the side, letting it squeeze into tight spaces. Here's one every dog owner has seen. Why do dogs curl up in a ball to sleep? That adorable little donut pose is actually a survival instinct passed down from their wild ancestors. By tucking themselves into a tight ball, they conserve body heat and, more importantly, protect their vital organs from any potential predators. So when your dog is curled up and snoozing, they're tapping into thousands of years of instinct. And how do dogs cool down? It's another common misconception. Unlike humans, dogs don't really sweat through their skin. They have some sweat glands in their paw pads, which is why you might see little wet footprints on a hot day. But their main air conditioning system is panting. That rapid, shallow breathing increases airflow over their tongue and lungs, which helps water evaporate and dissipate heat. It's a surprisingly efficient way to stay cool. Let's go way back in time. The very first animal humans ever domesticated was the dog, which evolved from an ancient, now extinct wolf species more than 20,000 years ago. This happened long before we started farming or domesticating any other animals. Genetic evidence suggests this amazing partnership began when friendlier wolves started scavenging near human hunter-gatherer camps. One of the oldest known dog breeds is the Saluki, believed to have originated around 7000 BC. They were so revered in ancient Egypt that they were considered royal dogs and were often mummified and buried with pharaohs. Ready for some truly unique breeds? Imagine a dog that doesn't bark. The Basenji, an ancient breed from Central Africa, is known as the barkless dog. Because of the unique shape of its larynx, it can't produce a normal bark. Instead, it makes a special yodel-like sound called a baru. Then there's the Chow Chow, famous for its lion-like mane and a completely blue-black tongue. This is a dominant genetic trait, and puppies are actually born with pink tongues that darken as they get older. And what about the adored Dalmatian? Dalmatian puppies are born completely pure white. Their famous spots only start to appear after a few weeks and continue to develop as they grow. Unfortunately, the gene that gives them their beautiful coat is also linked to a high rate of deafness, with about 30% of Dalmatians being deaf in one or both ears. Finally, let's talk about the ultimate canine athlete. When it comes to long-distance running, the greyhound is a true champion. While a cheetah is the undisputed king of the sprint, it can only maintain its top speed for a very short burst. A greyhound, however, can sustain high speeds of around 35 miles per hour for much longer, making them the marathon runners of the dog world. Ever wonder how smart your dog is? Research has shown that the average dog is about as intelligent as a 2-year-old child. They can understand over 150 words and gestures, but some dogs are genuine geniuses. A border collie named Chaser became world famous for learning the names of over 1,000 different toys, and she could even group them by shape and function. This proves dogs can grasp complex concepts, much like young children can. But their intelligence isn't just about learning tricks, it's also deeply emotional. Your dog can literally smell your feelings. When you feel stressed or scared, your body releases chemical signals in your sweat, and a dog's powerful nose can easily detect these changes. They are also masters at reading our facial expressions and body language. Studies have even shown that petting a dog releases oxytocin, the love hormone, in both the person and the dog, strengthening your bond on a chemical level. And for our final fact, do dogs have a sense of time? While they don't watch the clock, they are masters of internal rhythms and routines. It's been proven that dogs can tell the difference between shorter and longer periods. They pay close attention to our daily schedules and can anticipate regular events like meals, walks, or when you're supposed to get home from work. That's why your dog might just plant themselves by the door at the exact same time every single day. If you're enjoying these facts and learning something new about your best friend, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps our channel out. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss our next dive into the animal kingdom. From their unique nose prints to their heat sensing abilities and incredible emotional intelligence, dogs are even more amazing than we give them credit for. They aren't just pets. They're ancient companions with a legacy of unbelievable adaptations that have evolved right alongside us. Which fact blew your mind the most? Was it the yodeling Basenji or the six-toed Lundehund? Let us know in the comments below. We love reading about your own amazing dogs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Hey, before we take off today, here's a reminder to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps small-time content creators like myself in so many ways. Support those who support me by visiting them with the links in the description below. Also in the description are links to any of the excellent products I used or mentioned in this video. Remember, friends, there are no ordinary days. Make this one outstanding. Go out and do something excellent for yourself and for someone else. Thanks again for checking in. I am out.